my chicas. Today we have a new foundation wear test. Benefit did let me know it was on its way and I was so excited. I was waiting on it to arrive so that I can do a full-on wear test. I know nothing about the foundation, so we're gonna learn something together. I know it's available in 40 shades and the baby goes for $47 hairs. I've got 18W, which is medium fair. It's called Proud. And then 15N light medium neutral is called Incredible. Although the frosted bottle makes it difficult to really see a true shade, I do appreciate the little style, the vibe behind it. It's actually really pretty and very much true to Benefit Cosmetics as a brand. See, it's simple, sleek. You get your palm. So what is this promising to do for $47 hairs? Benefit, $47 hairs. I understand the packaging and everything, pero en esta economía, $47 hairs. By the way, this was gifted. They said that in PR. I do appreciate it, but I'm always honest. I give 100% real, raw, honest reviews. And if something ain't working, girl, you're gonna know that it's not working. Now, if you like that vibe, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. But even if you don't subscribe, Nena, can you do me a favor? Hit that like button for me. Muchas gracias. Thank you. Okay, meet the foundation of your dreams. Fingers crossed. With medium buildable coverage and pore smoothing power ingredients, it's the foundation that works for your pores, not against them. This sounds to me as though it's a foundation that's gonna provide you with the same effect that their pore blurring primer would offer, which would be amazing. I have pelitos. I kind of give my hair a little bit of a curl. Oh, I'm shedding. Foundation that gives buildable weightless coverage with a natural matte finish while improving the look of pores instantly and over time. And of course, if you pair it with their professional super setter, it's gonna last even longer throughout the day, but also just melt everything in and make everything look absolutely fantabulous. My swatches are really generous. This is not the kind of coverage that I would go for on my skin, but I want you guys to really see the opacity behind this foundation and its potential, okay? This one here is going to be 15N. It has a nice balance of both pink and yellow, so warm and cool. This is great if your complexion tends to kind of stay within the neutral range throughout the entire year. Proud is a little warmer. It's not too warm, so I love it because it's not super gold or super yellow. 18W. I feel like Proud would probably work best on my complexion for right now. Let's pin these pelitos back and away from my face. Oh my god, that is so not the vibe. Why do I look like I'm going to kindergarten all over again? I'm gonna prime my skin with my go-to primer for wear tests. That's gonna be the Silk Protein Primer by Kat Berkey. So we're gonna begin by doing just the one pump as I always do. And then I'm going to dab that directly onto the skin. This is supposed to provide a matte finish, so I am going to work on one side at a time, mainly because I don't know if this is gonna start to set before I get to the other side. We're gonna work with a sponge first. Wish me luck. I'm gonna blend this baby out. I stopped wearing hoops because I had a baby and, you know, kids tend to cling on and grab on to earrings and stuff. And then they started annoying me. Like the hoops itself would start annoying me because they get in the way when I'm trying to blend and stuff. It's still lighter than my neck, but my face is already lighter than my neck, as you can see. No te preocupes, it always works out. Depending on the coverage, and forget about the color, okay? Depending on the coverage that you're looking for. Girl, this covered some dark spots I had going on and everything. Like, do you have to build her? I would say no. The coverage is really nice. Look at my lip. Like, if you do more than one layer, you're looking for a mask. Because this right here is coverage. Y mira, that was just half a pump. I still have a whole other half to apply on the other side. I wonder if this is going to oxidize. Could you imagine it oxidizes in a good way? And it like literally matches my neck. That would be freaking amazeballs. I'm going to use the rest that is on the back of my hand. Tap that onto the skin. And this is the coverage I'm getting with a sponge. Remember, a sponge does absorb product. So now I'm concerned that this side is gonna look heavy because I'm gonna use a brush. For this side, I'm gonna use ABK Beauty 101. Press everything in and blend at the same time. Why do I have less coverage on this side than I do on the sponge side? That's different. The sponge side definitely has more coverage than the brush side. I like both though, and no, it didn't oxidize. I was kind of banking on it oxidizing, but it didn't. Look how pretty that is. It's not like super dewy, glowy, but like oily looking. It has no shimmers or glitters in it, but my skin looks hydrated, which I actually really do like. And I still kind of can see through to my freckles, but not too much, but it also covered up dark spots that I had on my skin. Okay, I'm gonna move forward and apply the rest of my face. As of right now, it is currently 11:11, make a wish. I'm gonna use the L'Oreal True Match to conceal under the eye, the e.l.f. contour bronzer, their camo liquid on the perimeter of my skin, and that's what I'm gonna use to like add some life back onto the skin. My One Size in Ultra Peach to set the under eye. I've been loving this blush by Tower 28. It is their Get Set blush in Malibu Cooler, and we're totally gonna skip on highlight. I always do on my wear tests. I'll be right back. Girl, I'm back. I took a break in between, talked to my husband, he was on a phone call, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's currently 11:56. No, I didn't do much to my face, so there's no reason why it would take me this long. Again, we were on the phonesies. So I already told you guys what I applied. The skin looks like so. I wrapped my blush around to the eyeball. I didn't even apply any primer on the lid or anything like that. We're keeping the makeup really, really simple. And then the mascara I did not show you, which I should have, pero también yo me la como because it was here and now I found it. The mascara I use is the Tarte Man Eater mascara. I always get questions on my lip combos and then y'all get mad when I forget. So I use the Lifter Liner by Maybelline. Beautiful, beautiful formula. Lasts all freaking day, okay? I applied the shade Player all along the perimeter of my lips, and then I went in with an ABH Lip Velvet in the shade Crush. Moment of truth. Where are my clips? Moment of truth. We are going to apply the setting spray, but I'm gonna do her different. Porque one side is a brush, the other one is a sponge. I told you I had her. So I'm gonna shake it, not that I need to, but I'm going to shake her. And I want you guys to see, mira, super close up what we're looking like personally. They both look stunning. It did not oxidize, pero mira the skin. It's not a flat matte. It looks really pretty. Everything blended on top. Creams and powders like a freaking dream. I will admit though that the brush side looks better. They're both really, really pretty. But if you can see, the sponge side has a little texture. Not a bad thing at all. We're human, we have skin, we have pores, we have textura, okay? Pero it looks really pretty, graceful, every day. It looks nice. And then on this side, we are extra blurred for whatever reason. And I used a freaking brush, which is bonkers. The forehead's looking pretty good, I will admit. You can see my fine lines. My husband was on the phone and I was doing one of these. So maybe, just maybe, that is why. It's only been a few minutes, like a half hour. So there's no reason why this would emphasize my forehead. Hopefully it doesn't get any worse. I'm not gonna blend, I'm not going. Should I? Should I? Let's give her a second chance. I'm gonna kind of try to blend that out. Pero nena, you know what? I'm claiming 40. I've got, at this point, less than a year, less than 40. And I think we're looking good for 40, even though the forehead wrinkles. Given that we use two different tools, I think I'm gonna do setting spray on just half of my face, but like the lower half, and see how it wears. Should I do my forehead, given the fact that my forehead is starting to look a little... Always spray in advance just in case it's like clogged up and funky. You want to get a nice mist. Wish me luck. I'm going to cover here and let's set. And then we're going to let it dry. Do I have a fan? Yes, but it's convenient. I already have something on my hand. Let's fully let the baby dry. Okay, the setting spray does make it look a little dewier, but girl, this looks so freaking good. If this wears this good all day, that would be amazing. I wonder if the setting spray is gonna actually make it last longer and look better. Like, you know what I mean? Right now it is 12:02. I have a vlog to edit. If you're not following the vlog channel, go check it out. I have a vlog to edit. I'm gonna go make lunch. I'm gonna follow up in a few hours. 12:02, so I'll probably follow up in about 2 hours and we'll see what she looks like, and then we'll follow up again. Alrighty, friends, it is currently 2:10. We have an update. I had lunch. You can see the lipstick is somewhat faded. We do not touch up anything. We just kind of roll with it and hope for the best. The forehead's not looking too great. That's the only part that I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I started doing one of these, you know, a little too soon before it's set. So I'm not sure about that. The sponge side looks really good. My natural oils are coming through, but it's not a crazy scary something. It doesn't look super messy. The brush side looks better still, you know, which is kind of crazy. I'm the kind of person when I'm frustrated, I just want to cry. So I'm not venting. I'm just telling you facts because it may or may not affect this wear test. I didn't plan to be emotional today, but here we are. And I've had paper and I'm trying to wipe my under eye because I started tearing up. And when I'm telling you tears, girl, I had tears running down my face. And I was like, I cannot be crying right now. I'm doing a wear test. The makeup still looks good. It's not disrupted. That looks really good. Is it the foundation on its own or is it the setting spray that helped it? I don't know, but you don't even see the little marks. I'm doing one of these. So if the makeup comes off of my nose eventually, girl, we're emotional today. You don't see any like drippage marks of the tears, which is amazing. Right now is 2:14. We are going to come back in a little bit and see how this wears. So we'll see in 2 hours what this looks like. Hey friends, I'm in the car. Well, a car because it's not my car. It is so hot. I put the AC down temporarily, so I'm not gonna do a full-on update situation here. Again, it is hot, but let me show you how hot it is. Girl, in Florida, it is 100 degrees. And that's with the car's AC on. Before I put the air conditioning, it was 105. It looks so freaking good considering that I was sweating. I was sweating really, really bad. The question is this foundation going to withstand the changes in humidity, air conditioning, heat, and all that good stuff? So far, it's looking really good, but there are no promises, so let's see. I just got back. We're looking dew, but not ugly dew. Right now, we are at 4:42 p.m. and I think I'm getting ready to shut it down. Can we look how pretty this foundation looks? Remember the last clip, you guys. It's 100 degrees outside. I look dewy, which is crazy because I even look dewy on the areas that I applied the setting spray. If anything, I feel like I'm dewier in the areas where I applied the setting spray over the areas that I did not. But this is what the finish is looking like. My under eyes look fantastic. The foundation has not moved around in X amount. I don't even remember what time we started. That's just my brain though. It's not settling on the sides of my nose. She is wearing and looking so pretty. The blush has stayed put. My lids are like all creasy and stuff, but remember we didn't do anything to the lids. It hasn't moved around or shifted, and I got a little emotional once again. I've just been an emotional mess today. And even in this area, you don't even see it like shifting. I know I had tears around this area because that's what made me realize I have a little bump here. Pero mira nada. I have the fine lines and stuff, but even with the setting spray, it's wearing so well, way better than I thought it would. I like this, and I really like the shade too. I had to finesse it a little bit with the bronzer, like to balance it out, but it wasn't a lot of work. Having to finesse it just a smidge, like a 1% finessing, totally worth the time and the energy. I really like it. And no, mija, it's not because it's gifted, because I've been gifted a lot of product and I've been like, but not this one. This is actually really nice. I wasn't expecting for it to wear this well. I feel like dry-skinned girlies might be a little concerned, a little hesitant to try it. But if you apply one layer, make sure that you apply a primer that is going to kind of support the process of this. Slightly hydrates. I think you'll be okay because with dry skin, a slightly hydrating primer, obviously very light skin prep, but you better skin prep. And then one layer of this and you're gonna get such beautiful coverage and finish. I don't think anybody at all needs more than one layer. I think if you do more than one layer, you're gonna set yourself up for failure. If you have normal combo skin like your girls over here, why girls? Well, I have multiple personalities. I think you're really gonna enjoy this, but you already saw how I applied it from beginning to end. And then if you have really oily skin, I think it's definitely something to try, but you might wanna prep your skin with a skin mattifying primer. That way you're setting yourself up for a beautiful, beautiful wear. All right, you guys, that is it for today's wear test. After several hours, this is how the baby wore, and I'm not mad at it. But of course, as always, your opinion matters, so make sure you let me know in the comments. How do you feel about the wear? Would you go in with a sponge, or would you use a brush, or do you not care because it looks good either way? Quick shout out to our channel members, the G Squad, an amazing group of people who have joined channel memberships that are supporting the channel at a higher level. If you're ever interested in joining, all you have to do is hit the join button below and you're good to go. My community spotlight has disappeared. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe it's an app update, but I do want to shout out everyone who hits that like button, watches all the way through, and comments. I really, really appreciate you. Now, if you've made it all the way through, you're a real one, and I will see you guys on the next video.